Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Mary. I post fashion, beauty, and health and wellness videos, and I'm starting the vlog with a little haul from Lunia because I just grabbed this package, and I actually think I'm gonna put it on this outfit just because it looks cozy and cute and just like what I need today. So the first thing is this cutie little white linen like apron top. Love that. And then these gray soft and cozy wide leg, super wide leg pants. I'm gonna pop it on and see what it looks like. Okay, the pants are like really wide, but I kind of love, like they're so cozy. And then the top I think is so cute in the back. Love it. Did you really? 1 for me, 2 for B. Coconut oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, so yummy. Making them, and then while they're baking I'm gonna get in the shower. Good morning, you guys. I'm hydrating, listening to my frequencies. I have my gloves on. Off to get coffee and go to the farmer's market with Kate. I think I'm just gonna bring you guys along. We'll see if I actually vlog. I always bring my camera and then I forget to vlog. We're vlogging. This is Kate's debut.
Oh my god.
But we were just talking about something that I was like, this is random, but I want to mention it on the vlog. We were talking about like girls getting their boobs done, and first of all, I have so many more.
So many. Like, I didn't realize people were still doing that, and like I have tiny boobs, so I'm just like, I've accepted it.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Yeah, you just have to own it. But I feel like all the girlies, I literally was at yoga this morning and all these girls were talking about their boobs like they can't jump now. Like, I'm so out of the loop on that, apparently.
Me too. And also, like, I wouldn't be able to wear a top like this if I had my boobs
literally
out. Like, and it would just look weird. But also, on the other side of it, we were talking about how we listened to the Skinny Confidential episode.
Yes.
And it was with this doctor, and he does, what's it called?
Explants or something.
Yes, explants, where they take out the implant because they can cause cancer. Like, they literally seep into your body.
She was doing the sauna so much that she was like melting her implants and they were inside of her body.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Lauren, which is so crazy. And then it was causing, because isn't that why she was experiencing like her thyroid issues and all of that?
Yes.
It's crazy, you guys.
Literally insane.
I guess moral of this story is more ladies probably have implants. No. Moral of the story is, like, before you get any work done, do your freaking research.
Absolutely.
Like, and know exactly what you're putting in your body, because like, oh my god, it's scary out there.
It is scary. And then in 15 years you have to get your explants done or something.
Yeah.
Like,
and you also have like microplastics floating through your bloodstream.
No, don't do that.
No.
You know, honestly, embrace the itty bitty titties and live your life. Literally.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing I would ever do is if I had really big boobs, I would totally get a reduction.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, bye.
I don't know, because then like I'm gonna be gone.
The hard thing.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just.
Not aesthetic haul from the farmers and Aldi before I wash everything. I got a little seedless cucumber because I'm gonna make Greek salad tonight with the cucumber and the tomatoes. I got some romaine, cucumbers. I got a lot of cucumbers, I guess. Mushrooms, lemons and limes, apples, and then cilantro that I'm gonna juice. And I've been using this wooden fruit bowl and I love it. Hey peeps, I have some stuff to get done. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of vlog while I get it done so that I can chat with you guys while I get everything done. These are organic cucumbers. If it's organic, I don't wash it. Just so you know. Unless if it's like crust, like has like dirt on it and stuff. Like the organic spinach from the farmer's market gets washed because it literally has bugs in it. But this, I don't wash. I'm also like, I think a little bit of dirt is really good for us, which is not everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, I just got off such a great phone call. Like, it was fabulous. And I'm excited to hopefully tell you guys about it soon. We'll see. But yeah, so, did that, and now I just like, we got on the call before I could get my fruit and everything washed. So I just want to do that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something that one of you actually was like, you should talk about this, and I was like, yeah, I should. Which is tuning in to your feminine energy, you guys, because this is like my current vibe, my current fixation, is tuning into my feminine energy. And I think that when it comes to feminine energy and tuning into it, like, first of all, I think you can do things that tune you into your feminine energy. So like, for me, I find it really like feminine to be in the kitchen and like wear outfits that make me feel, honestly, like feminine. Like wearing a sun hat makes me feel like that. Going to the farmer's market, like hosting people, giving gifts, baking, those types of things tune me into my feminine energy. I think doing workouts that are really like almost dance-based, like Pilates and yoga, really tune me into my feminine energy, and like that's great. However, and like believe me, I've been like doing those things through the roof, but it was about, I think, 2 or so weeks ago that I realized I can bake as many loaves of sourdough as I want. However, the feminine is actually all about trust, and the feminine is about the intuition. And if I'm not trusting, and if I'm not tuning into my intuition, I'm very yang energy. Like if you meet me or you've met me, you would probably pick up on it. Like, I mean, maybe not like if you're not an energy person, because I think I've worked really hard to like tune into the feminine, but especially in like school and things like that, like I can be very yang, which is masculine, and it's instinct and it's like more primal. So that's why I've been like on this journey of tuning into my feminine energy, because I think it's honestly like a massive part of my life's purpose, is tuning into that feminine. Also, okay, I use to wash my fruits and veggies just vinegar and water in a spray bottle, and it works like a charm. But yeah, I think that what has helped me to tune into my feminine energy the most is honestly meditation and like trust, compassion, like letting go of some of the control. And this is like a hard thing for me, because I will 100%, I'll be the first person to admit it, I totally have a control problem. I think I've gotten a lot better at it in the past few years. I think I used to have like a massive control issue. I mean, like, I think about like my past self and I'm like, okay, I like was like the control framework. Like, just like, I'm thinking of like myself in high school, like straight A student, eating disorder, excelled really highly like at everything because I was just like so controlled, like so controlled. And I think honestly being with Blake has really helped me with that. So anyways, what I'm saying about the control thing is like control is the opposite of feminine, but the beautiful thing about the feminine is it's not exerting control, it's holding control. And the feminine, what I think a lot of people don't realize is the feminine is where the power lies. And the feminine is where things come to you rather than you running towards them. And so I think getting quiet and trusting has been huge for me. And I'm trying to think, I guess like for me, getting quiet allows me, and like by quiet I mean meditation and spending time in solitude, allows me to tune in to my inner voice. And my inner voice is, it's the intuition. It's a little bit softer spoken. It is quietly strong. And it's not anxious. It's not, it's very natural. And so I guess like what I'm saying is to tune into the feminine. Yes, you can do all the things. Honestly, like I do think like being in the kitchen is very feminine for me. Being like just in the home really allows me to like prime myself for tuning in. But I think the work is actually done in getting quiet and like actually truly trusting, not just saying that you're trusting, not just being like I'm trusting and then worrying. Like worrying is literally the opposite of feminine. So like I have been in the past a pretty big worrier. I think especially in the past like literally like 3 weeks I've honestly like really done a good job of like reframing my mental pathways. And it's honestly just like if I start to worry, like for example, I used to wake up in the middle of the night and worry. And now I wake up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom. It's like, I would always worry when I would go to the bathroom and I would be like, oh, I'm not doing this, whatever. Now I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and if the worries start to come in, I start to think, I am so blessed. I am so loved. Abundance is already here. It's already around me. I am so, so blessed. I am worthy of everything I want and more. Like I just start telling myself all of the affirmations. And I think that that's been huge for me, you guys. I really do. So if you find that you're a worrier and you want to get more in touch with your feminine energy, first of all, get quiet, do some meditations. And second of all, you gotta do the work. Like you have to reframe. And so maybe this isn't the answer that some of you are looking for, because like, we all want to be like, I mean, not all of us, but like, I think that for me, I'm going to speak for myself. I wanted so badly to get in touch with my feminine energy while maintaining control. And I think my work right now is relinquishing some of that control, a lot of it, in my relationships, in my career, in everything, and leaning into prayer and trust, and just like higher purpose, leaning into what feels good, leaning into rest, and not always having to be do, go, because the feminine values rest. This is like a side note, but like one thing I've been doing is, and if you work from home, you could totally do this. If you don't, like, sorry. But like taking a midday siesta, getting in bed for 15 minutes, I mean, shower, like make sure you're clean. That's just the control in me. But getting in bed with my book and just reading for like 15 minutes, closing my eyes if I want to. I think that's such a beautiful feminine thing to do. And I just think like, in all honesty, another way to get in touch with your feminine energy, read the book Living a Beautiful Life by Alexandra Stoddard. I'm obsessed with it, and like it's helped me like on a more material like basis, less spiritual, to just like really do things that are so in my feminine. And I think summer is the time to really like get in touch with your feminine energy. I think honestly winter's a great time too. Spring and fall are just like such transition periods that it's, we're all just trying to live. But yeah, I think know that the power lies with the feminine, and the power lies honestly with a higher power than you. So I think you just have to kind of like relinquish that control and do things that make you feel womanly. I was actually, this is kind of like, okay, this is a side tangent, but I'm gonna go on it. It was in a phone call the other day. And this phone call was, I'm not gonna say too much about it. What I'll say is this phone call was with someone who has made it very far in a male-dominated world. This woman was a venture capitalist. And I was in this call with her. And the whole time within the call, I was thinking, she is acting like a man right now. My mom's telling me, but I want to finish this thought. And she's doing it as a defense mechanism. mechanism. The walls are up so fucking high where I think the power lies in tuning into the feminine rather than trying to be masculine. And so like her walls were up so high, she gave off a very cold energy, and I literally wanted to say to her, just be feminine. Like, allow yourself that, because I guarantee and I know the power in the working world and everything lies with like actually tuning into the femininity, because the masculine surrenders to the feminine when the feminine is truly feminine. I truly believe that. Some of you will not like identify with that, but like, I'm not kidding you guys, this woman had her defense up so high, and I was literally just like, dude, you gotta take a step back. But I mean, you know what? I think it's a defense mechanism. I think for a lot of us it is. And so I would encourage you guys, a little fruit bowl. I would encourage you guys to also like realize, like, if you are a woman who has masculine energy, that's totally cool. And if you want to lean into it, lean into it. Who cares? But if you want to tune into your feminine energy, then you have to just allow, and you have to allow yourself to do it. And it's not weak, it's actually the strongest thing that you can do. So that's my little spiel on feminine energy. And how I tune into it. I am going to call my mom back and we'll talk soon. It's because I was just on a phone call. I said, we'll talk soon at the end of the call, but I'll be right back. I just had water. Good evening, you guys. Just showered, have the piñata incense going. Vibes are immaculate. I wanted to share, I've been putting
white gloves on.
They already know about my white gloves. I have been putting, or I put like a little silk bag with lavender oil in my lingerie drawer, and it makes my cozies like this and like cute little bras and undies and stuff smell like lavender, and it's so great, and it's such a great life hack. So you should do it if you haven't, because it's like the best. So do that. And then also this is your sign to do an audit of all of your lingerie, stuff like that. I mean, you guys, I'm not kidding you, I got rid of so much stuff. I got rid of a whole Trader Joe's bag full of products. I gave them to friends and then I donated them. And then I got rid of a massive bin plus a trash bag of clothes, which felt so good. And yeah, I actually am going to show you guys right now. I did lavender lined shelving. Blake's clothes are here. I'm gonna move them real quick. So my shelves are lined, also more like literally I'm like ready for bed, but my shelves are lined with this beautiful lavender paper that is scented. And then yeah, so I have that. And then my closet, it still looks like a lot, but I'm not kidding you guys, I fully like got rid of so much stuff, which feels amazing. And now I have an audit of what I want. These 3 items are things that I haven't decided if I'm keeping yet, so that's great. And then in here we did the same thing. So I just got rid of a ton. That's all storage for winter stuff, hats, stuff like that. And then these are my Alex drawers where I keep just like a ton of products and stuff. And now it's literally just stuff that I use or backups, like just so good. And like stationery stuff, like all of that. So we love it. Side note, this essential oil by Young Living called Stress Away is a game changer. Like so good. Also, you guys, I got rid of so many pairs of sunglasses and now I just have the ones that I actually use. just feels good to get rid of stuff, you know? You ready? We're gonna do our devotional. We didn't do it at dinner because we were both very hungry. Good morning, you guys. I am making a little mini coffee, as I always do. I'm gonna do a little bit of a little Tasha action. I'll probably just do whatever she has up for today, if that sounds good to me. Usually she'll like, oh shit. I have Califia coffee and it always is so hard to open. I got it. No worries. But anyways, I kind of like to use her weekly schedule and like go off of that because it is usually pretty solid. Sometimes it won't, but yeah. Also, you guys, exciting news. Kate and I's podcast launches today. It's called The Unedited, and it's literally just like us chatting, are basically like the chats that we have on our coffee walks, but now recorded. So we're both super pumped about it. It's on Spotify. And yeah, it's called The Unedited. I will link it down below. It'll come out every Thursday. This week's episode is all about summer and like what we're looking forward to, things like it's the summer of blank, stuff like that. We also, in every episode, touch on our current favorite and something that we're calling in. So yeah, we're excited. It's been so fun to record, so yeah. I like always wanted to start a podcast, but I didn't know if I wanted to start it alone. I was kind of like, I like do so much stuff alone that it could be kind of fun to do a podcast with someone else. And then I was on my way home from Iowa City a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, okay. So I texted Kate. I was like, want to start a podcast? She was like, yes, I do. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do my workout and then we launch in an hour, so excited. Look at my bountiful fruit bowl. I'm loving it. Hi guys, just did my afternoon Joe Dispenza meditation and it was so nice and like so zen now. Kate's coming over and we're going to record and then we're gonna like go live on Instagram and TikTok and all of the things with our podcast. So yeah, but I wanted to come on because something's been on my mind today. After my last vlog, when I asked you guys 2 or 3 times a week, a lot of you were like 3 times per week, which I figured, but in all honesty, you guys, I wrote down everything that I have going on right now, and I just feel like I have a lot of different outlets right now. Obviously like TikTok and Instagram, but then I have my newsletter every other week, and I have this, and now we have the podcast, and I just feel like there's a lot going on, which is great, and I love, but obviously I'm teaching now, and I also have something else happening that I can't really talk about yet, but something really exciting, and so I feel like I don't want to overcommit to anything, and I know, like, TikTok and Instagram, I don't feel any pressure to post, but YouTube, like I want to show up, and like my newsletter, I always show up for, in the podcast, like I want to show up. So I think I'm gonna stick with 2 times per week. Sorry, I was wishy-washy on it, and I like came to you guys before I like had actually thought it through, but I think especially since we have the podcast coming out on Thursdays, then we'll have 2 vlogs per week. And then when I'm traveling, it'll probably just be once per week. But just so you guys know, that way too, the vlogs can be longer, like 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, hope you guys understand. I know you guys do, like you get it. But anyways, I showered, washed my hair. I didn't even tell you guys, I deep cleaned the whole apartment today. Ignore this, I am cleaning my humidifier, so that's in there, and then we're having spinalis for dinner, which is the cap of the ribeye. It's like the best part of the steak. But anyways, space is so clean. Look at these peonies. Except guys, they smell so bad. Like I don't know if that's normal. I cleaned all of my sheets, I'm actually washing. Blake has this crust pillow, you guys, that actually used to be mine. And then he started sleeping with it at my apartment in Iowa City. And he's like obsessed with it. Like he loves it. And I said to him, I was like, Blake, I think we need to throw this away. Like it's really gross. And he was like, no, I really like it. Like, please don't do that. So I can't throw it away. So I washed, like, obviously you wash the pillowcase, but I washed like the thing that the pillow is actually in. Also, have you guys noticed I say pillow instead of pillow? I just tried to say pillow, but I usually say pillow. But yeah, I just washed that because it was just like so gross. And I think this pillow is like so old, but I feel like everyone has like a semi-crust pillow that they just can't let go of. Except I feel like mine's pretty new. I don't know. I don't really sleep with a pillow though. I just use it when I read, but I don't like actually sleep with one. My dad like trained me when I was young not to sleep with one because they're technically like not that good for your back. Actually, they're not good for your back at all. And so, yeah, I just never really slept with one. Also, guys, you can't really see it, but I woke up with this huge honker on my forehead. It's so weird. But what you feed grows, and I'm not gonna feed that energy. I'm washing our towels. This is like the final part of the deep clean, is washing the towels. I wash all of our towels and like dish towels, all of that, twice per week. Or 3 times if I feel like I need it. Okay. I'm gonna get ready to record. Hi guys, I'm cooking that steak back there and mushrooms, and I'm making the spinellas. But I wanted to talk because I was listening to a podcast and it was The Cusp with Kenzie Burke and Sibel Levy, and I love Kenzie Burke personally. I think that like there was like, she's obviously like had a lot of different like eras, I guess. I loved her way back when in the food combining days, and I'll stand true to that. And I think it's interesting. First of all, like if you don't follow her new account, Body Forward, you should. I think she is so knowledgeable about wellness, and I think like the thing is like she is like very, very like honestly hardcore. And I think that when you're in a secure place with yourself, you can take certain things from someone without adopting all of their stuff. So like, for example, like she doesn't eat meat. I like eating meat. I don't feel the need, oh, I need to put my ring on. I don't feel the need to, I always take it off when I'm cooking, by the way, to omit meat. I feel like I am 100% like in a really good place with my diet, I guess, like what I eat. And I know what works for me and I know what doesn't. Anyways, I think that like sometimes with influencers and stuff, we forget that like they're also on a journey and they're also just trying to figure it out. And so like when you look to someone and like literally like adopt their whole sense of lifestyle, that can be really tricky territory because then you're not listening to yourself anymore. And I think that like, for example, with Kenzie Burke, I think she was like controversial in my opinion for no reason. And people would literally be like, she caused my eating disorder. No one caused your eating disorder. You caused your eating disorder. And like, I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but like I've been there. I know this sounds I feel like this is coming off a little bit harsh, but I also like, I don't know, it's something I'm really passionate about because I've had friends say to me like, Kenzie Burke caused my eating disorder. Like that food combining shit caused my eating disorder. And it's like, that didn't cause your eating disorder. Maybe it was a catalyst, but like you can't blame someone else for the actions that you take. You know what I mean? And like, it would be like me blaming my eating disorder on my parents' divorce. That was a catalyst, but not like, sorry, I'm thinking about multiple things at a time. I want to start the cast iron for this spinellas, which I'm like kind of, I think it's fine. It's like giving me a weird color, but I think it's just the spinellas. It's like a super fatty part of the steak and it's so good. As I said, it's the cap, so like the edge of the ribeye. And with it, it's so rich that like you don't need as much. So that's why we have like a smaller piece going on over there. But anyways, I just like, I think it's good for us all to like realize, especially with the people we follow, like it's not, and like I've done it too, like it's so easy to like be so influenced by, sorry, my hair, I washed it today and I'm kind of just like running through my hand, or my hands through it, but it's so easy to be so influenced by someone that you start doing everything that they're doing, and like then you kind of lose sight of yourself. And like, for example, I keep saying, and like, for example, but like with the food combining thing, like I totally did that. I was full-fledged. Literally was eating like every single thing Maggie McDonald was eating, like, and I really lost sight of myself. And I also really lost sight of tuning into my body and realizing what my body needs and how that's different than what other people's bodies need. And the work getting me back to that point was all self-work. It wasn't like from things that I found or people that I followed on Instagram, you know? Spinellas, potatoes, mushrooms, and salad.